Now, ABC 7 News at 11, on your side.
Tragic new developments in Loudoun County. A missing mom and 2 children, all found dead in a car.
Now police believe they were killed in an accident in Leesburg, but they're still trying to answer a lot of questions tonight.
Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg live at the scene for us right now. And Jeff, what are investigators telling you?
Well, Jonathan, investigators have been here all night tonight. They believe this was a tragic accident, no foul play involved whatsoever. Family members got concerned after not hearing from the driver of this car on Friday night or Saturday. The victims were reported missing on Sunday. Then earlier tonight at 5:30, a terrible discovery. Investigators had been searching for 2 days, but on Monday evening, a family member of one of the victims discovered the vehicle half submerged in Sycolin Creek off Evergreen Mills Road in Leesburg.
Very tragic end to a very tragic situation here.
Authorities say 27-year-old Courtney Ash of Suffolk, Virginia, died in the crash, along with her 5-year-old son Cameron Martin and her 9-year-old cousin Jalen Sills Russell. Investigators say on Friday night, Courtney Ash and the 2 boys were visiting her mother at home in Ashburn. At around 11 o'clock, they got in the car and headed back to Ash's uncle's home in Leesburg, where the 3 of them were staying, but they never made it to the house. Sheriff Mike Chapman believes that on that drive, Courtney Ash accidentally drove off Evergreen Mills Road.
It appears as though she had crossed the road coming towards Leesburg, but had actually crossed the road, hit the embankment. The car went up in the air, flipped over, and had taken a part of a tree off and had landed upside down in the water.
Friday night, it was raining. The roads were slick. There are no street lights out here, and the driver, Courtney Ash, lived in the Virginia Beach area, so it's possible she was not familiar with the roads in this area. Earlier tonight at the scene, I did speak briefly with a family member of the victims. She was far too distraught to make a comment. Live in Leesburg, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Just awful. Jeff, thank you. And this breaking right now, police are on the scene of a deadly crash in Temple Hills. This is the scene. It's along 28th Avenue and St. Barnabas Road. There's no word on the exact circumstances, but stay with ABC 7 and WJLA.com for updates.
And happening now, part of Ocean City's beach had to be shut down after a woman's body was found. Now, it was found in the 2nd Street area of the beach early this morning. Police have not said how she died. They say that she's in her 30s. She was from Texas. We'll keep you posted as soon as we get more information.
Weeks after a gunman targeted a congressional baseball practice, reports that responders initially went to the wrong scene. Our Nancy Chen is at our live desk now with this Bloomberg report that broke this story. Nancy?
And Allison, Bloomberg reporting the Capitol Police's emergency response team was sent to the wrong location, citing anonymous sources. Bloomberg reporting that the team was sent to House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi's house instead, all the way in Georgetown. It also reports that it's unclear whether the tactical team was diverted before they actually made it to Pelosi's house. One source does not believe it had an effect on operations, telling the paper that 2 Capitol Police officers were already at that scene in Alexandria when the shooting started. The Alexandria Police Department responded quickly as well. Now, we reached out to the U.S. Capitol Police this evening. A spokesperson said the department wouldn't respond to ongoing investigations. At the live desk, Nancy Chen, ABC 7 News.
Nancy, thanks. New at 11 o'clock.
I saw their face, and I can see they are heartbroken. It's not fair.
Absolutely heartbroken, because these brothers right here with no criminal history are in danger of being deported.
One of them about to start college with a scholarship, but as Jay Korf reports, their future is now in question.
Family and friends rallied outside Homeland Security offices in D.C. Monday night, outraged that 19-year-old Lisandro Claros and his older brother Diego of Germantown are being held at the Howard County Detention Center. The brothers entered the country illegally several years ago as children to flee violence in El Salvador. They've been fighting deportation ever since. Supporters say the brothers were living the American dream when their lives were ripped away. Lisandro was bound for Lewisburg College in North Carolina on a partial soccer scholarship. Diego, who worked full-time, was going to pay for the rest of his brother's education. But Friday, during their normal check-in with ICE officials, the brothers were detained and the deportation process started.
We thought that being admitted to a college in the United States for a kid that had grown up here and graduated from high school here was a good thing. ICE told us what that indicates is they're not going to leave, they're going to stay here forever, so we're just going to deport them.
We asked ICE officials about this case, seeing that the Claros brothers had no known criminal history. We were told, although ICE does focus its resources on criminal aliens and public safety threats, which can be seen in the arrest statistics, ICE does not exempt classes or categories of removable aliens from potential enforcement. Jay Korf for ABC 7 News.
All right, first forecast on this Monday evening, the last night of July. Looking at temperatures right now that are in the 70s. We had a high today of 91 degrees, so a little bit of a cool down. Take a look at tomorrow. Daytime highs once again will make it into the upper 80s near 90. Plenty of sunshine to enjoy for the day, but as we look ahead to the upcoming week, added heat and humidity, that's on the way. And talking about our next best chance for showers and thunderstorms. Give you the timing on that coming up in just a few minutes.
Steve, thanks very much. In developing now, there are new numbers in an already disturbing case in Charles County.
A former teacher's aide who has HIV indicted on more than 100 counts of sex assault and child porn.
Tim Barber live right now in Waldorf with this case against Carlos Bell. Tim?
And Jonathan, new tonight, the principal here has been reassigned, but this case is still ongoing. The sex abuse case against coach and teacher aide Carlos Bell is building.
What's going on at this school?
So is anger from parents of students who knew Bell.
Him and his friends just said they just knew something was funny about him.
Charles County prosecutors just slapped Bell with more than 100 new counts.
This investigation is not concluded.
The indictment includes allegations Bell, who is HIV